Okay, this is section 8.6, exercise number 8, in which we're asked to write out the first 5 terms of the power series that we're given. So in this case, it's the sum from n equals 0 to infinity. X to the 2n are the powers of x that will occur in our power series, and then we have coefficients on those terms of negative 1 to the n over 2n factorial. So the idea is this is going to be some power series, a0 plus x, and we're going to write out the specific first 5 terms. So we're going to be plugging n equals 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, first 5 values of n, into our formula for the terms to see what, so for example, when n equals 0, our coefficient looks like 1 to the 0 over 0 factorial x to the 0. So our 0th term of our power series is the constant number 1. Remember, 0 factorial we defined to be 1, so we're looking at 1 over 1 times x to the 0. When n equals 1, minus 1 to the 1 over 2 factorial, x to the 2n, so x squared. So in this case, we're at minus 1/2 x squared. N equals 3. I'm sorry, n equals 2. Skip 2. Negative 1 to the squared power over, in this case, 4 factorial. Now, 2n factorial, x to the 4th. So 1/24th, x to the 4th. And we can kind of start to see what's happening here. We have an x to the 0 that we didn't write up here. So the powers of x are just hitting our even powers. That's to be expected with our formula with x to the 2n. And the coefficients, they're alternating in sign. Again, we expected that with the negative 1 to the n term in our coefficient. And then each term is then 1 over a certain number factorial, and the number factorial matches our even exponent, 2n. So we have a 1 factorial, or sorry, 0 factorial, and 2 factorial, and 4 factorial showing up. So instead of continuing with the next few terms, I think at this point we can see the pattern. We get constant 1 minus 1/2 x squared plus 1/24th x to the 4th. Next term will be minus, as we alternate, 1 over 6 factorial. I'll just leave it as 6 factorial x to the 6th, and plus 1 over 8 factorial x to the 8th, minus, and so on. So we get our first 5 terms.